When a woman cheats with someone familiar, she cannot escape the inevitable consequences. The second outcome is particularly humiliating. When a woman engages in an affair with someone she knows, there are three outcomes she can't avoid. The scandal will spread among acquaintances, and she'll lose all her friends. Once her affair is exposed, the scandal will quickly circulate within her social circle. Everyone will know that she has become the other woman, and no one will want to associate with her anymore. Even her closest friends will turn their backs on her. Regardless of how strong their friendships were before, infidelity will taint these relationships, making them awkward and strained. Many women develop close relationships with acquaintances, but the end result is always painful. The moment a woman steps into infidelity, she is doomed to be abandoned by everyone around her. In the end, she will lose her marriage, her friendships, and be left completely alone. When a woman cheats with someone she knows, her future will be full of suffering, losing her family and friends while being branded as the other woman for life. Even if the affair hasn't been discovered yet, she may still enjoy brief moments of pleasure, but once the affair is exposed, her life will spiral into despair, as she becomes the subject of judgment and ridicule from everyone. Society today may forgive a man for cheating, but it rarely extends the same mercy to a woman. If a man who cheated chooses to return to his marriage, he is often seen as a prodigal son returning home. But for a woman, she is forever labeled as the homewrecker. This stigma is especially harsh within her circle of acquaintances. Once people know she has had an affair, the judgment and criticism fall squarely on her shoulders. She won't be able to escape the scrutiny, and instead of finding happiness, she will face a bitter reality full of public shame. While men may be able to walk away from an affair relatively unscathed, women are left to bear the lifelong label of being the other woman. Even if she tries to return to her family, the stigma will follow her. Cheating, after all, is a betrayal of marriage, and this kind of secret love is never real love. When a man engages in an affair, it's often just for the thrill. He's not looking for commitment or responsibility. A woman who cheats risks becoming nothing more than a bedmate for her lover, losing her dignity and self-worth. The lover may offer her sweet words and brief affection, but when she asks for more, he will leave her behind without hesitation. Even if the affair hasn't been exposed, a man will still treat the affair lightly. He enjoys the relationship because it's casual, and he has nothing to lose. If the woman doesn't wake up in time, she will become nothing more than a tool for his pleasure, losing her self-respect and any chance of true happiness. The reality is, infidelity doesn't bring happiness, it brings pain. Women must realize the nature of affairs and avoid falling into this trap at all costs, as the price is far too high. Affairs may seem romantic, but they are built on a foundation of fleeting emotions, with neither party having faced the true struggles of life together. When the affair is revealed, it will inevitably cause chaos for both parties. For women at a certain age, the temptation of something new becomes stronger. Many men believe that women cheat because they're unhappy with their husbands or because the husbands don't treat them well. But the truth is often the opposite. There are countless reasons why both men and women fall into the trap of infidelity. While men are often driven by physical desire, women cheat more for emotional reasons, especially when they feel neglected or abandoned by their partner. Statistically, men cheat more than women, but women aren't far behind. In recent years, around 20% of men and 13% of women admitted to having extramarital affairs after getting married. According to a study by the dating site Victoria Milan, there is a specific age group where women are most likely to cheat. You might think that women in their 20s, full of energy and life, are more likely to stray. But the reality is that the highest risk group for cheating falls around age 35, nearing 37. The study found that the average age for women who cheat globally is 36.6 years old, which is about 7 years after getting married, assuming the average marriage age is 29. These numbers vary by country. In the UK, the most common age for women to cheat is between 25 and 29, while in Spain, it's between 40 and 44, and in Hungary, it's even higher, from 45 to 49. The study also revealed the point in a marriage when women are most likely to cheat. For example, American women typically wait about 8.5 years before having an affair, while Irish women cheat much sooner, on average, just 3.6 years into their marriage. Why are women over 35 more likely to cheat? According to statistics, women in this age group are more vulnerable to temptation. At this age, many women have stable careers and financial independence, making them less dependent on their husbands. If their husbands are neglectful, they may feel lonely and start seeking someone who will listen and share their thoughts. If there's no emotional connection with their husbands, they can easily be swayed by a man who treats them better. This is one of the leading causes of infidelity among women, and it's something men should be particularly cautious of, especially around age 35. Women easily fall into office affairs because they spend most of their time at work, interacting with male colleagues. If a woman meets a co-worker who shares her values and is more emotionally understanding than her husband, it's easy for her to develop feelings. At the age of 35, women undergo many emotional and psychological changes, particularly in their intimate relationships. If her husband is distant and unresponsive, but another man is attentive and caring, she will likely feel weak and vulnerable. Just as men have natural sexual needs, so do women. And during times of extreme frustration with her husband, a woman may easily fall into the arms of another man who understands her better. For women, factors such as economic stability, social standing, and biology play significant roles when choosing a man as a potential father for her children and as someone who can provide financial security for the family. These factors weigh heavily when women decide to cheat. Men, however, are less influenced by these factors and tend to have a 7% higher infidelity rate than women. A study from the University of New Hampshire reveals that while every woman may have secret thoughts about leaving her husband or cheating, loyal women never act on these thoughts because they value family, principles, and their children. Once a woman decides to stay faithful, no one can change her mind. But if she wavers and her heart softens, not even her husband can hold her back. Men must understand this universal truth. Once a woman has been hurt enough, she won't hesitate to walk away. What do cheating women truly desire in a man? 99% of them crave one particular thing. This question often arises when a husband notices strange behavior or changes in his wife, or when he finds out she has been unfaithful. What's the answer? A warm embrace. For women, the most important thing is to have a man who is willing to drop everything when she's anxious, stressed, or exhausted. A man who is always there to comfort and protect her. Since women are driven by emotions, they are easily moved by caring, affectionate gestures from another man, which can lead to infidelity. Women are often attracted to the strength and masculinity of their lover. Strength in men can be defined in many ways, but women are often drawn to outward traits, muscular bodies, loud voices, or a man who takes the lead in difficult situations. Women are attracted to these outward displays of strength and want to be with a man who makes them feel protected, without having to be tough themselves. Material satisfaction is another key factor. Everyone wants a comfortable life free from financial worries. The temptation of wealth is one of the primary reasons many marriages fall apart. Women often have specific tastes in fashion and jewelry, and if they meet a man who loves them and can provide financial security, they can easily be tempted into an affair. Sex is also a significant factor. A woman's sexual desires are just as intense as a man's, but women tend to suppress or hide their desires more often. However, when these needs go unmet for a long time, a woman can become frustrated and dissatisfied, driving her to seek a man who can fulfill her desires. Infidelity due to sexual dissatisfaction is common, and private investigators often uncover affairs when husbands begin to suspect their wives of keeping secrets. If you find yourself in this situation, stay calm and use your rational mind before taking action. In cases where the marriage can't be saved, it may be wise to consider hiring a private investigator to gather evidence and protect your rights and those of your children. Women who cheat frequently tend to have certain common traits. Regardless of age, women who love thrills, these women are drawn to the adrenaline rush. The more forbidden something is, the more they want to do it. To them, infidelity feels like extreme sports, dangerous but exhilarating. Women who seek fame, these are women who will do anything to achieve what they want. They desire a life of luxury and comfort, without having to work or take care of their family. These types of women are prone to cheating to achieve their goal of living a carefree life. Extroverted women, those who are extroverted tend to have a more open perspective on marriage and life. They seek new experiences, and in long-term relationships, The daily grind of marriage feels repetitive. These women believe that introversion isn't the only key to happiness. Women with inflated egos, when a woman is full of pride, any man who flatters her ego can easily lure her into an affair. Women with high sexual needs, these women are willing to find another man simply to satisfy their desires when their husbands cannot. Their uncontrollable desires often lead them down the path of infidelity.